Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia, Faith Edition. Now, when we left off, I had stated that we were going to pursue our endeavours against the Vederan Empire, and I think we will be doing that, because we do want to take a small leaf out of Arcane Deathbloom's book, of course. We wouldn't want to leave him out in the cold, would we? We want to get a little bit of his personality in here, and, well, maybe a little bit more than a small amount, but okay. Well, nevertheless, we are currently engaged in battle against some Sea Raiders. I took on a little group beforehand, I believe only around 13, so I thought, well, not really useful to show that on screen, I don't believe. We were not able to find much loot at all, actually none, because it was such a small group. We got, well, some pretty bad shields, and I went to the nearby town and sold, and that being Wurchegg, of course. Now, we are going to be against 21. I'm hoping that we're going to be getting some excellent weaponry here, because they do have, well, some pretty nice axes as far as I am aware, and I'm just hoping that we'll be able to acquire one of those this time around. Now, I do apologize for the small frame drops here. I do believe that is partially due to some of the armor that our units are using. I would hope that is the case, at least. I don't believe it is my PC, at least, in the small cases of these things, these frame drops happening. I don't believe it will happen again, hopefully not. So, let's have a look here. Now, yes, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get Ymira some additional torso armor, because at the moment, absolutely pointless. She is wearing a peasant's dress. We cannot have one of our companions wearing that, of course, so we are just going to be charging our infantry in, charging our cavalry in, and we actually only have 3 archers, so yeah, that's pretty much pointless to do anything about that. We are going to be bashing these fellows as best we can. Of course, it might be a good idea to actually do some damage versus them rather than fumble our attacks, but of course Vederan is not the greatest warrior in the land, so yes, he is more well known for his incredible, well, vocabulary. Incredible vocabulary and an incredible sense of duty and, well, not honor, but he does have some very high faith requirements. So, there it is. We took care of some of those fellows. We're not going to be taking any orcs because I'll tell you why. We are going to be heading over to the nearby Nord villages, and we're going to be recruiting some of those because apparently, according to you in the comments, you've stated this a couple of times, and I thank you very much for it because it is very nice to remind me of these things. I do forget them rather a lot. We would like to keep our wages down as much as we can, and recruiting some of the normal units, or quote-unquote normal units at least, not the additional faction units, shall we say, would be a very good idea to keep that down. So hopefully we'll be able to make that happen. As you can imagine, as you see here, we have very small amounts of loot. Wow, okay, I am actually really surprised, because the 13 bandits that we took on, I do believe we took them on around here, they were not great. Not great at all. Now, I'm thinking, in this episode, shall we take a Vederan castle? I think we could probably do it, because as I was making my way to Wurchegg, I did check out Yerbay Castle. Doesn't have a lot of troops in it. As far as I'm aware, it only had 178 or so, and no vassal station there either. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a band of greedy dwarves? Because you have actually stated in the comments that a band of greedy dwarves would be excellent to fight, because they do have a chance of dropping a gem that is worth 4,000 dinars. So if we are able to find them, that would be amazing, but at the moment, all I'm seeming to find are orc raiders. It's probably not a good idea to engage upon those fellows just yet, but yes, we'll just head over to Wurchegg here, and we'll see what we can sell. So, we have some shields. I am going to be keeping the non-battered one, and I'll sell everything else. Only 99 dinars, really? Okay, wow. That is pretty bad. Well, let's head into the tavern. Let's see if there's any ransom broker here. There's Nizar. Maybe we want to get Nizar, because he does have a very high trainer skill. He is a warrior by profession, and well, I'm hoping that he has a trainer skill, because as far as I am aware he does, but maybe that has been changed, or maybe I'm misremembering. It could be that the other companion that we have is who I am trying to think of there, but yes, I do believe yes, Lezalit. Lezelet is the one, I do believe, that has the most trainer skill that we currently possess. Let's just take a look at his stats. Oh no, he does have a pretty reasonable amount of stats. Look at that. He's only level 3. He has Power Strike, Iron Flesh, Weapon Master, and Athletics, all at their max levels for what he can currently do, at least. And I suppose we're just going to be leveling up his strength whenever he gains a level. That would be rather nice. Now, this is a shield. There you are. You can now use that shield. Very nice. I knew I was keeping it for someone. Okay. Well, now, where do we want to go next? I do believe we probably... Wow, we have so many companions. Goodness me. I would assume that you could probably field an entire army full of companions. You could probably do that if you wanted to. That would be amazing. Wow. Okay, well, we won't be doing that just yet, at least. We are now going to be checking around here, around the territory. I'm thinking, shall I take on those orcs? They have 70 orc looters. And orc looters, well, they're not going to be putting up too much of a fight. But... 123 orc raiders. That is going to be a large amount of experience, isn't it? But as I say that, I really don't want to lose many of our units here. Now, one of you did state that it is... Well, I'm going to be a little harsher with words than you were, and it's a little bit pointless, shall we say, to level up strength with Aiden here, because he does have the ability to buy Archmage armor at the 4 ways in, and apparently that has no strength requirements whatsoever. So in essence, my leveling up his strength there was, well, not great. Although, we did level up his Iron Flesh to get 2 points, so 2 HP, okay, I suppose that's fine. Not great, but still good. And we'll level up his intelligence here. I do want to make sure that he has a good amount in everything else. Shall we get him anything else here? I mean, Power Throw, is that going to make any difference to the damage of his spells? As far as I'm aware, it doesn't. But I do believe Arcane went for some Power Throw skill, because he did want to use some throwing knives, I believe, but nevertheless, we will just level up his trainer, I think. He is only level 6, but I have a feeling that he is going to be leveling up a lot faster as soon as he gets a couple more levels, and we'll see where he goes from there. So, let's see. They have 21 raiders, 15 riders, and 14 ravagers. The ravagers are something that I'm definitely worried about, but I'm going to be taking them on anyway, and we'll see how well we do against these orcs. Okay, so we are outnumbered, do bear that in mind, but maybe we'll be able to lose some of our more highly ranked units, and as a result, we would reduce our troop wages, which would be a rather nice side effect of this battle, and we would also level up some of our lower level units too. And I did just forget, actually. You see that? My memory, absolutely terrible. I did just forget to recruit some Nord units. Yes, I did need to do that, so let's try to do that, shall we? Once we have thwarted these orcs' efforts in raiding the various villages of the Nords, we'll be able to, hopefully, yes, hopefully kill them, and hopefully go to the Nordlands and recruit some worthwhile Nord units and additions to our crusade across the land. That would be very nice indeed. Now, let's just try and take out some of these orcs here. I would like to... Oh my. No! My horse, no. Vederan's horse is blessed to the highest degree. There's no way you will be able to take it out. Well, not unless I get off it, which I'm going to do now. Yes. Okay, so this is probably going to end up in us having quite a few issues, but I'm going to use Flame Strike. There we are. 34 damage. Really? Only 34 damage? Wow, I was hoping for a little bit more than that, but nevertheless. I suppose we're fine. Oh, come on, take him down. Come on, Nizar. Do your damage with your saber. That is exactly what we need. Yes. Come on. How dare you? Oh, yeah. Oh, Blazing Hand Knight doing what he does best, of course. We're going to be healing a little bit here. And this fellow is going to be proving himself to be absolutely useless in combat against us. Because, of course, we have faith on our side. I'm going to be blessing our nearby units here. I really should have done that at the beginning of the fight, but I was so caught up in us using Flame Strike that I neglected to do that. A little unfortunate, I have to admit, but we are taking these guys out pretty easily, and thanks to our Dwarven Paragons and some of our Blazing Hand infantry, we were able to knock some of them unconscious, and as a result, we should have our pick of the litter, as it were, in terms of getting some prisoners. And we might be able to find a ransom broker nearby and sell them. That would be wonderful. But as it stands, there it is. 8 renown, very nice, and 12 morale. We lost 10 units, 4 of those being Blazing Hand Inquisitors, and 2 of those being Dwarven Champions. Ooh, and we lost 3 Dwarven Paragons as well. But I don't think that will make too much difference, as I stated before. We have reduced... Wow. Okay, we've reduced our weekly cost by 400 already. Only by losing those small units. Goodness me. Okay, well, that's very nice to know. Well, we're going to be taking as many prisoners as we can here. Now, this is when it gets interesting. We have quite a few different pieces of loot here. I'm going to be taking all of it, and I think I'll probably be selling all of it, apart from that helm that I just picked up there, because I have a feeling that one of our new companions, I do believe it's going to be Nizar, or Marnid. He actually doesn't even have a weapon. Wow, Marnid doesn't have a weapon? That's terrible. Goodness me. Yes, he has a club. Well, that's not too good for him. Does he have 11 in strength yet? No, he doesn't. Oh, he can use this soldier's cleaver, though. That's going to be nice. Let's just kit him out. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now he's got a cleaver, at least. Can he use this? He can. He can use a sway-backed warg. Very nice. Now, anything else we can give to him here? He's not going to be a throwing weapon user, I don't believe, so we can leave it at that. Now, does anyone else need a shield? Ferentis is using a two-handed maul at the moment, so we don't need to give him one of those. And they are both ranged units, and that reminds me, we need to change Bunduk to archers. Now, he has a shield. He does. He does. Endel. He does not. Aha. Well, that will change now. Let's try and give him a pristine one, as best we can. And he also needs a helmet. That reminds me. Okay, well, they all have shields now, and Ninok is, of course, an archer. So let us redistribute that. And it appears that Beren Burr is actually our best equipped companion, believe it or not. That is actually terrible. Goodness me, I have no idea why that is, but so be it, I suppose. Goodness me. Okay, well, there it is. Okay, so now at least we can level up our Dwarven fighters into some more companions. And why did I say companions? Into more champions, of course. Wow. Okay, now we get, 23 Inquisitors. We are eventually going to have a very nice elite little force here. And I think what we'll probably be doing now is heading on over to Yayek and retrieving some Nord units. If we are able, of course. Aha, thank you. Now, Firachen is very close, so we may as well go over there. I'm not going to overdo it with the Nord units. I'm only going to recruit from 3 villages, maybe 3 or 4, I don't know, but ooh, nice. 7 from there. Maybe we don't need to get any more now. I think 11 would probably be quite nice. I think that's fine. Okay, so with these units, we're probably going to be heading to the nearby Alberk Castle. And we will rest up for a very short space of time. And, aha! Oh, yes, see, as you can see here, this is what we did last episode. The Dokahan Koldoff Alliance has not responded to the Order of the Blazing Hands provocations. And Queen Elf Lady suffers a loss of face among her No. Oh, no, what is that? Aeralria? Aeralria? Maybe? Okay. Suffers a loss of face among her more bellicose subjects. I do apologize. That is a pretty interesting name, and I really do not know how to say it, but there it is. And now, that is of course due to our raiding their villages, and hopefully, as a result of this, the elves might decide to launch an offensive against us, which would be a rather nice idea, because we have not seen any of our vassals in combat just yet. And I think it would be a rather nice idea to see that. So, let's head in here. We're going to be waiting for some time, 25 dinars each night. That should be okay. And I think, thanks to our first aid skill, we shouldn't have to worry about being here. I think it's wound treatment, actually, but yes, we shouldn't have to be here for too long. And I will wait until noon, I think. There it is, noon. Oh, afternoon. A little bit too fast there. And everyone has leveled up. Let's level up some Nords now. We have some Nord footmen. Everyone is full HP. Very nice. Now let's head over to Yerbe Castle, and we will see how many units they have here. I'm a little bit worried about our morale situation as well, because, ooh, 146, it appears they've taken out some of them. Okay, well, this is quite close to Blazing Hand lands, and I'm just thinking, is Slezsk Castle going to be weaker? Or Nelag Castle? Nelag Castle's very close to Blazing Hand Temple. Maybe that would be a better idea? Well, let's see. What do you have here? You have 2 marksmen. That is the only thing I'm a little bit frightened of here. I suppose Vederan veterans as well. They're also going to prove rather difficult to take out. 96 versus 146. 50 disparity right there. Not bad. We do have iron golems, clay golems, and, of course, stone golems, so I think we have a good chance. We're going to go in. Let's just see what kind of castle... No. Nope. Nope. No. No, definitely not. No, we're not going to be doing that. How many times can I say no? Yes, okay, so that's a siege tower. That is definitely not where we are going to be heading. And who is this? Yes, you run away in the opposite direction. Who are you? You are Boya Taisa, apparently. Okay. 207 at Slezsk Castle. Ah, that's so unfortunate. What about Yoruma Castle? Let's head over here. Ah, Yebe Castle. That's why they have so little units in there. Ah, okay. Well, before we actually try to siege something, I do want to check out... Oh, this fellow is attempting to attack us. Well, he does have 7 Vederan Knights, which I'm a little bit worried about. But let's just see here. 183 units. Okay. Well, should we do battle with that fellow? No, I really need to take a fief, I do believe. It's going to be the best idea. So, I'm going to be heading to Nelag Castle. I will cut away for this. Oh my. That's not too good. Okay, so we just lost 1,500 dinars, and we only have 1,000 left. Now, we do have a 238 renown, and we have a reasonable relation with Grandmaster Tenalia, but... I'm a little worried, because if you have been watching one of my Warsword Conquest episodes, then you will know that we have had not great luck when it comes to our leader granting us various fiefs, and that is exactly why I am stalling a little bit here. Oh no, I am... Oh my goodness! That's not good. The 3 immortals have been awoken, and are now wandering the face of our continent. It is said that something happens, but I'll just scroll over here and take a look at this. Oh yes. It is said that even the mightiest of kings dare not disturb their peace. Oh my. Wow. Okay, we need to get a rather powerful faction, I do believe, going on here. Now, what do we have here? We have some band of greedy dwarves, and I think we're probably going to be pursuing these fellows because we have the chance to do just that. Now, this is where I'm a little bit worried. The dwarves have now made peace with the drow, and that is never a good sign because, of course, you would always want the dwarves to be preoccupied somewhere else. You don't want them to focus on you, that's for sure, but I suppose now that we don't have too many magic users, we should be okay. Now, we are going to be taking on these dwarves. Thankfully enough, hopefully, we will be able to get some gems from them. That would be rather nice. And if we are not, then so be it, but I suppose we'll have a good chance of being able to get some. Now, most of them, as far as I'm aware, do not have extremely good gear, so we should be fine. Now, I'm going to be blessing everyone I can. I'm just going to move over here just to make sure that everyone gets it. I don't know whether it's a global cast or whether it's just an area of effect around me and it has a limited range, but I'm just going to make sure that everyone has it. So, we're going to charge everyone in. We really don't have any archers. Oh, we do. We have 6. Okay, so let's place them back there. There we are. Very nice. Now, let's just try and get some of these guys prisoner if we can. My mystical hammer will do as much damage as we require it to, of course. Whoa, okay. That was a pretty big hit to our horse there. Wow. I think our horse is traveling a little bit too fast for my liking. I am not used to it. Wow, okay. How did I miss that? Goodness me. Interesting. Okay, well, Endel's lost his horse. Let's try and help him out, shall we? Wow, okay. Apparently he doesn't need any help because Ferentis is helping him. Well, I suppose we do have so many companions, and that is a good side effect of that. But there it is. Very nice win, and please give us some excellent... Whoa. Okay, excellent armor. Very nice armor. And we've got some good gloves here as well. Actually, better gloves than what I have at the moment, so we're going to be wearing those. And I think we can just head on with everything else. We can leave that. And 29 looters over there. Don't really need to worry about those. We will now just be upgrading as much as we can here. Too many companions! No! Okay, so let's see. Ymira has leveled up. I don't think any amount of points in strength is going to help her with survival, because of course her armor is so incredibly terrible. Or does it? Wait. Oh yeah, there we go. Her armor is now much better, and she is using the silver sword, of course. She could use a better helm, so there's a better helm. We can give her my old gloves as well, and I think that should be okay. I think this shield is better than this, isn't it? We're using a Nordic shield. I think so. Okay. That should be fine. And then Frudak, of course. He has an incredible two-handed. We're going to be leveling up his agility a little bit. Give him some more in Iron Flesh? No. Give him some more in Power Throw, I do believe. That is going to help him out more. And we'll level up his proficiencies as well. There we go. Very nice. Okay. So, let's head on to Nelag Castle. And we will see how many they have garrisoned there. And, oh my, the elves are making their preparations in prior fashion to declaring war against us, no doubt. And who is this? Boyar Nelag. Well, no doubt this is his castle. How many? 198. We'll be able to take that guy on, I do believe. So let's do some damage to him, shall we? 96 versus 132. I didn't even check to see what kind of units he had, but judging by the battle advantage, we are not in a very good place at the moment. No. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, we're going to take this a little bit more tactically than usual. What we're going to be doing is telling our protectors to follow me. Of course, we want to make sure that they protect us, and then we're going to get our archers onto a slight incline here. I think that is fine, and now we just have the momentous task of making sure that our infantry aren't absolutely terrible. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't believe this mod has formations. I do believe one of you asked in the comments whether this mod had formations. I don't know whether it does, because I haven't checked the camp menu in quite some time, and it may just be that they are disabled at the moment. So I'll take a look after this, if I remember, of course, because we may very well fail here and be absolutely distraught with our momentous defeat. But as you see here, whoa! Aiden's got an incredible magical shield. Nice. I was not aware of that. Good. Okay, well, I'm very glad about that. And, oh no, they have lightning. Oh, they have lightning bolts. And they have fireballs. Oh, whoa, okay, you hit me. How dare you? We will not allow you to do such a thing. Okay, we're going to be healing. Very, very much. Yes, there we go. Now we're just going to be blessing everyone. And telling our infantry to charge in here. I'm going to actually tell our protectors to charge in as well. I don't believe me surviving is actually going to matter in this particular bout. I just believe that we need all of our units to be at their very best. So let's do it. Okay, not bad damage. Well, what I'm going to be doing is focusing on their archers, their skirmishers, and various other ranged units, because as we know, Vaegirs are very, very good at ranged combat. And what is Vedmak? Do you see that? What is Vedmak? I have no idea what that is. Is that a mystical mage of some sort, or is it some incredible warrior that is working for the Vaegirs at the moment? Well, at the moment, we're not having the greatest time of it, but Lezelit has advanced to level 7, which is very nice to see. I'm glad that all of our companions do have an equal chance, I suppose, of getting level ups. And, wow, we defeated everyone? Whoa. Okay. Well, I am actually going to be reeling, I think, from the various units that we have lost in this bout, but I do believe this is going to be worth it, because this is a nice gauge to see what kind of strength we possess at the moment, because if we're able to take on a vassal from the Vaegirs with this many units, then in theory, we should be able to take on any of them, apart from, of course, the leader of the faction itself. So, I suppose that is always good. That is a very nice test. And I think we have passed it. We've only lost 11 units, although seeing as we have such a small force, 11 units is quite a large amount. So we do need to take note of that. And let's just see. Okay, so... I think this is worth it. We lost 7 dwarven units, or actually 8 if you count a dwarven fighter, and 1 Nord footman as well, and then everything else was, well, we could say, not bad at all. Our stone golem did get knocked unconscious, but I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. Now, seeing as our honor is so incredibly low at the moment, I am going to be letting this fellow go. And... let's see, Vedmak. Aha! This is the fellow that was taking out so many of our units. So I'm going to be getting rid of these Sea Raiders and taking some of these higher level units just to make sure that we can get our money back, I suppose, from the various things that they killed. And I'm also going to be losing these Orc Looters as well in favor of the Hero Monks. Yes. Now, what else do we want? Horsemen? Infantry? Skirmishers. Horsemen, I think. That's probably going to be the best. There we go. Okay, so now this is when we have the greatest chance to get, whoa, some nice gloves too. And we have nice helm as well. There we go. Okay, so who do we want to give this helm to? Well, someone that is in melee combat. Nizar, I suppose. There we have it. Very nice. And now, anyone else that is in melee combat here? Marnid is wearing some pretty nice gear now, I think. And let's see, leather jerkin. Okay, we can change that on him. Endel is going to be looking pretty spiffing as well, I think. And I think maybe our ranged units are the ones that probably need kitting out. As you see here, Ninok is not having a very good time of it. And she is definitely not too happy with us. So let's give her some additional gear here. We need to give her another shield. And she's using a cudgel at the moment, which is absolutely terrible. Goodness me. Okay. Let's give her a warhammer? Yeah, she can use that. Great. That is very nice. Okay, so that's good. And we have one more helm to pass out. And I think we'll give that to Deshavi because in the original series, she was our right-hand woman, you could say. And that was very nice indeed to see her again. So let's give her this. We'll give her a shield as well. Yes, I think that should be fine. I don't have anything else. And arrows? No. Okay, that is fine. So let's level up our normal units here. I will not be heading into the companions because there are 3 of them at the moment, and I would prefer just to see what kind of condition we are in. If we're able to take Nelag Castle, then that would be wonderful, but at the moment we only have 70 units. So I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be heading on to Blazing Hand Temple. We will sell all of our loot. We'll hopefully find a ransom broker there. And we'll also try to recruit quite a few new units from around the Blazing Hand territories. Or maybe not. We have so many of them at the moment. I think I'll probably head to Nordlands instead. And I'll do that off screen, of course, so that next time on Phantasy Calradia Faith Edition, we are going to be sieging Nelag Castle. And hopefully we'll have around 20 to 30 Nord units, or at least I hope that will be the case. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.